So what do you do at the end of July when the temperature gauge rises and fishing gets super tough? I got that question on a call from a good friend of mine, Rick Quaid, one of the owners of the Castaic Swimbait Company this week. I've got just the answer for Rick. We're headed up to the river to do some summertime grass fishing with one of my favorite baits of all time, the swim bait. Stay tuned to this week's show. This place is known for giant smallmouth. So when we launched the boat first thing this morning, I took Rick just a couple miles out into Lake Erie where Detroit River flows in to do a little drop shotting for smallmouth before we went swim bait fishing in the river.
Good one. Good one. It's a drum. It's gotta be a drum. Maybe it's not a drum.
I don't think so, man. The rod tip's not bouncing. You need the net?
Yep. Oh yeah, look at that one.
Oh, that's a
big one, baby. You got that ego net ready? You're not really fighting that hard. It's a big one, dude. You got him? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Bud, that's what you come to Lake Erie for, Mr. Quaid.
Wow.
Huh? Nice solid, you know, 3 3/4. Jerky J, blue shad.
Standout hook.
Beautiful. What we got right here, this is a big largemouth spawning bay, and I mean it's post spawn now, so these fish are making their way out of this bay, and so we're kind of focusing on the mouth of the bay. There's a lot of nice milfoil, a lot of grass. We'll focus on those. Use this Jerky J swim bait. It's a perfect day for a swim bait too, you know. Clear water, it's sunny, there's just a little bit of a ripple, not quite enough wind for a spinner bait. Perfect day for a swim bait. I found that they don't like to get in the grass here. They'll like to use the edges and the holes, the places where it breaks up.
Gotcha.
And they'll be inside the grass, like up there on the rocks.
That tight, huh?
Yeah. One thing you absolutely have to experiment with when you're fishing with swim baits is the color. You know, Rick starts to get a lot more bites than I do throwing the IU color while I was throwing bluegill because it's one of my favorite colors. But it just goes to show you how important it is to pay attention to the clues that the fish give you during the day.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah, yeah. Big one?
I don't know.
A good one.
Better.
There's a good one. You gonna swing him in?
Yeah.
He's got a face full of that Jerky J swim bait.
There
Nice.
All right.
It's a nice little chunky Detroit River fish right there.
Not too shabby. Bait came right out, so got a little luckier that time. Let me get situated there.
I got you, man. I got you.
All right, we'll give him a quick release here. And he's on his way.
Got him.
This time I got him.
Attaboy, there we go.
Oh, quick release. It was a small one. Son of a gun.
You're gonna make me change colors.
Yeah, we're starting to get some activity for sure.
What color are you throwing?
That's the IU color, which is it's kind of an olive green back and a pearlescent belly. with a little yellow dot on the shoulder. It's a pretty popular color.
It's very natural looking here.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a great swim bait color. I mean, it's one of the most popular and original swim bait colors that came out.
Closed captioning provided by Outlet Bait and Tackle. Best deals in fishing and great selections of the best gear.
Many people don't realize this, but the conservation efforts across the United States have resulted in some really great fisheries in our metro areas. The Detroit River is just one example of that. It used to be a river that was polluted and dirty and one that you may not consider fishing, but now it's one of the best in the country and one you should check out in the summertime.
You hit it?
Yeah. That one got it.
Oh, that's a good one.
That one got it.
Nice. That's not a bad one at all.
That one came in the boat.
All right. Way to go.
Let's switch to old green shad, and here we go.
Nice fish.
Detroit River giant. Come on back, brother.
But I've noticed if you're not fairly close to the shore, I haven't had a bite. I had one fish where I kind of was out in the middle, but that's it.
You're good, man. Throw it in. You know, a lot of people think about clear water and they think, you know, you've got to fish deep or you've got to fish finesse. But as I was saying about this, Detroit River's got a lot of largemouth in it.
Yep.
They'll be right up there on the bank.
That's
you can
funny.
power fish for them. It's fun.
Yep. Yeah, and this water couldn't be any clearer. I don't know what the depth is right here, but I'm seeing the bottom perfectly. There he is.
Yeah.
I don't
Got
think he's
him.
very big, but I got him.
Got him. Get him in here. Ooh, that's a decent one.
Not bad at all. Just go in the
Bass
grass.
and grass.
All right.
Nicely done.
Right in the top of the mouth.
Perfect. You know, having those microwave guides is important when you need to make long casts. I mean, this thing casts very well. And swim bait fishing, clear water, you've got to make long casts.
Yeah, no
You've
question
got to
about
give
that.
the fish time to see the bait and follow it and react to it.
Just really cool how it works. I mean, the line coming out of the guide is smoothed by that second ring, and it just makes for an unbelievably smooth cast, but also you get incredible distance that you could just never get with a conventional guide.
Rick, this next spot's a perfect summertime spot, man. It's the tip of an island where the current's hitting head on. It's got grass on this side and the water's a little more slack. Perfect for some largemouth. But right when you get up to the tip, the current's hitting real strong right there. We might even run into a smallmouth right here.
Anytime you're fishing a river that has current, it's important to identify the areas that break the current, that create slack water and eddies. Those are the key places where you're going to find bass in river systems. Rick and I start to dial in on those key areas as the day goes along and the action starts to pick up.
Oh, he's on it. Stop. Stop it. Freaking 4-pounder.
Eat it, buddy, eat it.
Dude does like he's still on it. Yes! I got the net. Big one. Big one, baby. Yeah, big one.
Oh my God.
This is a toad, dude. I got the net.
Oh!
Yeah. That's it.
That is
We watched the whole
cool.
thing happen. That's a 4-pounder.
That is too cool. He just chased it around, he chased it around, he chased it around. He went for it, then he turned, then he went for it, then he turned. Then my rod loaded up. I'm like, there he is. Oh, what a nice fish. That is a good one. Oh my gosh, that is too cool.
Huh?
Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Cool. Nice.
All right, time to let him go. See you, buddy.
Nice, bud. You know, Rick, that just shows you that 4-pounder you just caught. It's so important to have a good pair of sunglasses anytime you go fishing. But we're fishing this clear water right here, and I saw that fish coming from a mile away. What lens are you using right there on those solar back glasses?
I think it's the Mossback Green, which is the same. You gave me this pair of sunglasses. Yep. I think it's the exact same pair you're wearing, and to be honest with you, I love them. I mean, they're comfortable and I can see great with them. And yeah, as soon as you said something to me, I turned down and there was a missile coming after that bait. And yeah, I agree with you. Had we not seen that fish, there's not a chance in the world I would have picked that bait up and cast again and never even knew he was there. Give me some of that Procure. That stuff, I'll be honest with you, Todd, I've never been a believer in scent until I started using this stuff. On days like this where we're really fighting hard to get fish, it's the difference between catching them and not catching them.
Got him?
I think so.
Talk to me.
I think I got something here.
Yes, sir. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Solid one. He's got that thing down.
Choked it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Nice, brother. You're hot. I'm telling you, that's the color today.
Put on IU. Yeah, he ate it really well. I mean, he was going nowhere. Nice fish. Nothing like the last one, but solid. Bye, buddy.
Nicely done, sir.
Thank you. Procure comes through again.
Hey guys, today's prescription of the week has to do with setting up your swim bait to fish in the grass. A lot of people fish their swim bait in open water, but I'm going to show you a couple of tricks on how I set it up for when I'm fishing grass. The first thing you need is fluorocarbon line. I like to use Vicious Elite Fluorocarbon, anywhere from 14 to 20 pound test depending on how heavy the grass is and how big the fish are. You need an EWG hook. This is an extra wide gap hook that allows me to rig this swim bait weedless. And the other thing you need is a swim bait like this Castaic Jerky J swim bait. It's got a ridge right down the middle that allows me to bury the hook to keep this thing weedless. Let me show you how I rig it up. First thing you do is take your swim bait and go right into this spring lock. You need about 2 or 3 turns to get it started, and you want to make sure this thing is rigged perfectly straight. Once you get it up on the spring, the Castaic swim bait has a notch to where you can bend your swim bait, run it all the way through. You want to be right down the middle of that swim bait. Then you can tuck that hook right back in so that it's perfectly weedless. So now we've got fluorocarbon line, which allows this bait to sink. So you can swim it through the grass, but you can also stop it and let it fall to the bottom. We've got a perfectly rigged weedless swim bait, allows you to fish it through the heaviest cover. That's how I set my swim bait up when I'm fishing grass. And you guys can check out more at bassdoctor.com.
There he is.
Yeah.
I don't think he's very big, but I got him.
Got him. Ugh. Nicely done.
Nice. Tell you what, Jerky J IU. This is actually a Jerky J swim.
What color? I mean,
It's so
I finally got the right color here. I got it. I got it.
He just absolutely pounded it. I kind of was reeling really slow. Killed it right over there. It was real close to the bank, right about where you just cast. Not a monster, but a nice fish. Jerky J Swim IU. There he goes.
They up there in the shade, are they?
I don't know. That's two pretty quick and pretty similar areas. You know what else I like about these baits? That's what, 6 or 7 fish on this lure?
Same lure.
It's perfectly fine.
They'll last all day.
Yeah, I mean, it's
unless something weird happens, but I mean, they're very durable.
It's starting to lose a little bit of its back color on the head, but I mean, it's
That's a good thing.
It's good for a few more fish for sure.
Rick, you want to hear something cool, man? I mean, it's the dead heat of summer. It's 90 degrees almost in most parts of the country, and fishing gets pretty tough this time of year, but the one thing you can always do is come up here to the Detroit River. I mean, I'm sitting here looking, my water temperature gauge, it's 71 degrees.
Yeah, that's true.
You can come in here to this Detroit River and fish this grass in this cooler water. You'll catch smallmouth, but this is a great largemouth fishery too.
Yep.
Right in the dead of summer. And
yeah, and this is real.
Them.
Yeah, it's almost August. What is it? What's today's date?
Yeah. End of July. There he is, a good one.
Nice.
Good one. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, holy
smallmouth. It's a smallmouth. Get out of that grass, big boy.
Oh my God.
Get out of that grass, big boy. It's a smallmouth. You ready?
Yeah, bring him right.
Get that ego net on him. 3-pounder.
Oh.
Hot dog.
Nice.
See what I'm talking about? Summertime, river grass, largemouth, smallmouth. Can't beat it.
Even had some pike coming after our baits.
Just need a pack of Jerky J's and go to work.
Absolutely. That's a good fish right there. Nice fish.
There we go. Back in the river he goes. Time when you go 3 or 4 hours without a bite, you just start to wonder,
doubt yourself.
Is anything good going to happen? Yeah, but you know, you just keep going, and sometimes it can just take one bite to give you a clue to what you're looking for, which is exactly what happened in this spot here. We got that one bite to give us a clue that we were looking in the right kind of place. Started catching them and having a good day.
Yeah, boy, we did have a flurry there.
I live in the Midwest, the swim bait still hasn't really gotten that popular feel. A lot of people are they still think it's a California bait or, you know, a big fish, like a trophy lake bait from the South or something. But what I tell people is any place you would normally throw a spinner bait, you know, where I'm from, that's a very popular bait, a spinner bait. Any place you would normally throw a spinner bait, give a swim bait a try.
When the swim bait craze hit initially in California, it was 8-inch baits that people were using.
Right.
And they were pre-rigged baits with a hook out the back and a big treble hook out the belly. And yeah, an 8-inch bait, that's a different story.
Right.
You're not going to catch a lot of small fish with an 8-inch bait. But the profile of this bait right here is about a quarter of the size of what started the whole craze.
Yeah, exactly. And it matches the forage in a lot of the lakes that you know, we go to fish.
Yep, exactly.
You know, 4 or 5 inch bait fish. I mean, it matches it perfectly.
Yep. I mean, it's a smallmouth.
Oh God! Yes! Yes! It's a smallmouth. Oh, no! No!
Man, that was a good one, Todd. Holy cow! I saw him come right at the boat. That was easily a 3-pound smallie.
I'm not sure what happened. I mean, that fish just followed me out. And I saw him flash on it. He just didn't have the hook all the way in its mouth. That was a nice smallmouth, man. It was like a 3+.
Yep.
It's interesting, you know, some of these places just continue to reload throughout the day. That was the same thing, Rick. I saw him following it and I just killed it.
And he took it, huh?
He ate, I mean, he swatted at it. He just didn't get the whole thing in its mouth and he come unbuttoned.
It's so funny how the water is just so different in different places on
I
this.
know, it's crazy.
And you could just see how the fish probably move around an awful
Yeah.
lot to find whatever they're looking for.
It's like a big sand bottom here. Just cranking on high.
Tell you, that one spot that we were at, that was like the saving grace, because
We'll pass through
that was
there
good,
again.
fast fishing. I mean, we caught,
Yeah.
what, 5 or 6 fish in a really quick
There he is.
Nice. Good one?
I don't know, I can't catch up. There he is.
You need the net?
No, I got him.
Oh, he came off. It was about a 2-pounder.
All right, so I've got to be honest with you. Sometimes swim bait fishing can be frustrating. Sometimes the fish are going to follow the bait to the boat, and other times they're just not going to get it and they're going to come off. But let me tell you something. That's part of swim bait fishing. Learning when to throw it and when not to, learning what colors are going to work and what sizes on a specific day. And one more thing, anytime you're fishing in clear water, you must use the wind to your advantage to keep the fish from getting too good of a look at your bait. Don't forget to make that simple adjustment when you're fishing in clear water. Late in the afternoon, the wind starts to pick up and Rick and I make that important adjustment. We move to the windy side of the river and we're rewarded with my biggest fish of the day.
There he is. There he
Nice.
is, Rick. Good
Nice.
one, buddy.
Nice, nice, nice.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's
Nice
a great one.
largemouth.
Oh dude,
Here
that's
we
a
go.
good fish. Let me get the net.
You got the net?
Absolutely.
Grab that ego net. Uh-huh. He's just got a bunch of grass on him. You know what? I got him. You got the net? He's in it.
Nice.
Look at that chunky old largemouth. Detroit River. Swim bait fishing, grass in the summer.
Nice fish right there. Boy, he's got
Get
it
him off.
stuck in him, doesn't he? Need the
Hook
pliers?
gets him, I got him. Man, that's all I got, dude. We got to get you back to the warehouse and get back to work at Castaic. Thanks for making a great swim bait, man. We've had fun here on the Detroit River today, fishing in the river. Summertime, grass fishing.
What a fun day. Beautiful
Yeah.
weather.
You guys come back next week. See us on the Bass Doctor.